Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Thank you. You'll be here all night.
Welcome to the Garlic Boys podcast, where we treat friendship like a good recipe treats garlic. You can never have too much of it. We're your hosts. I'm Connor O'Connor.
And I'm Santa Claus. Ho, 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 ho.
Santa, Mr. Claus, sorry. Thank you so much for being on this week. Me and my co-host discussed you last week. Unfortunately, he's not here yet, but I know your time is precious, so I wanted to get this interview started as fast as possible.
I appreciate it, young man. I appreciate it.
I guess my first question is, do you make the iPads or do you still buy those from the Apple Store?
I'll let you in on a little secret. Yeah, no, we buy those. There's no way we make those. Oh.
Because they're not really toys, right? Like they're electronics. You're still making like the RC cars and those sorts of things, but iPads really aren't something that come from Santa.
I mean, son, nobody buys RC cars anymore. Because they're garbage. They're literal garbage.
I don't know, Santa. I kind of like the RC cars, even though you never gave me one as a kid.
You never asked for one.
I shouldn't have had to. Sorry, this is turning hostile. My next question is, are the centuries of immortality starting to get to you, or do you still feel as holly and jolly as ever?
Oh, 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 oh. That's a good question. We should move on from that one. I don't want to disturb the young viewers, listeners, whatever they are. Oh.
You find it disturbing that you've lived for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Listen here, you little piece of. Living for thousands of years sucks. It sucks a lot. All right. I mean, it's the greatest. I get to live with Mrs. Claus.
Santa, what is Mrs. Claus' first name?
It's Sarah, of course. Sarah Claus. Sarah Claus.
Sarah and Santa.
Sarah Claus and Santa Claus. Yes, that is our names.
I guess just the final question I have for you before you have to head out is, what do you want for Christmas this year?
A die? All right, goodbye. Goodbye. Hey, I just saw Santa leave.
Matt, you're not gonna believe this.
Did he just
Santa was here.
And I missed it? Oh.
Yeah, dude.
What a waste of oh my goodness. I just had to eat dinner.
What were you doing? You were eating dinner and that's why you missed Santa?
Apparently my body requires some sort of sustenance, unlike Santa Claus, right? Because that's what we gathered from this interview, right? Did you ask that question? I told you to ask that question.
I didn't ask that question. I did ask him though what kind of underwear he uses, and you're right. It's Fruit of the Loom.
Fruit of the Loom. Oh, see, I pegged him as a MeUndies kind of guy because you can get all those really cool designs. Not sponsored, but I wish we were.
Santa's just a kind of normal dude. I don't know what to tell you. Seems a little upset to still be alive, but hey, who isn't?
Yeah, man.
How you feeling, buddy?
Better, a little bit better. I have energy. I have Yeah, I'm negative, so I went to work today, much to my chagrin.
Uh,
Um, but overall, pretty decent. Still have a little bit of a stuffy stuff. Uh, that's about it. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I had a good day.
Yeah.
I went to the movies today with a friend.
Uh-huh. A friend.
Yes,
Can't lie to Santa.
she and I had a very nice time. We saw the new movie Wish.
Oh yeah. How was it? Was it as
I
bad as
wish it was better.
See, that's the problem. I love Chris Pine. But they really did him dirty on that song. Just the one song. I don't know about the rest of the music. I don't know about the rest of the movie. But that
In
song kills me.
in fairness, that song is the worst song in the movie. And hold on, there was things I wanted to look up, but I forgot to. Um, it was the worst song in the movie. But the thing that made me hate this movie and truly hate was how they shoehorned in Disney references throughout the entire movie.
Oh
Um,
yeah. See, I can imagine like a dream is a wish your heart makes or something like that would be. Was that in there? That probably
they
should have
might
been
have
in
said that at one point. They they're like visual references or like spoken words and things like that. Um, the most egregious thing was a few of the characters are visibly supposed to be the dwarves.
there. Oh, really?
Yes.
Huh.
Um, and they're like Asha's friends. And so one of them she cooks in like the kitchen at his little castle, and he is or she is supposed to be like Doc because she has like the little glasses, the red tunic and everything like that. And then you have a grumpy, a sneezy, a dopey, and um uh let's see, who else do we have there? There was one that was bashful. She's like a shy girl. She kind of like sneaks around the sides. Um
Yeah.
there's one that was sleepy, but then he turns into like a bad guy at one point. There was a happy. Um, that's there was a one of the animals called another animal Bambi at one point. It was a deer. There was a rabbit that stomped its foot like Thumper. Um, there was you see at one point like they're going through their wishes, and this one guy wants to fly. And his name's Peter,
Oh, of course
and
it
he has
is.
the little Peter Pan hat, everything like
Yeah.
that. At one point, she's wearing a cloak and has a magic wand, and the cloak looks just like the fairy godmother's.
Yeah.
She puts a dress on a tree. That's the first dress that Cinderella wore from that movie. Um, just
I
one
don't
point, a quill comes alive and starts drawing the Disney years.
I don't think that I would like this movie at all.
And like, okay, like the movie is very mediocre. I wasn't blown away by the story. The music was good. Like there was emotion behind it. It was heartfelt. Um, Victor Garber was in it, so like it was entertaining to be a part of.
Mhm.
Alan Tudyk was fantastic as always, as
Of
just a
course.
nonsensical goat. But
Yeah, I
like,
wouldn't.
I get that this is the 100th anniversary of Disney, and like it's supposed to be a celebration of everything. But at one point, he literally says, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the most handsome of them all?"
See, I if see that I can't even put into words how much that irks me now that I kind of put two and two together. Um, so it's not even really a Disney movie then. Like it's obviously made by Disney. It's obviously a movie completely and entirely about Disney. It's not even really a movie. Like the characters were created to be about Disney. right? Like that's what I'm getting from
in
this.
a
And
in a very roundabout way, yes. Like the movie itself opens with the title on a book, and then the book opens, and that book has a very realistic art style, so it kind of looks like a real book. And then inside, everyone else in the story has a sort of like storybook look to it, and so it looks like it's supposed to be a story within the real world. And so then we're just like seeing that story play out.
yeah.
um but it's never said that, and it's heavily implied that that's what's happening. And I get why they don't just say that, because that's not good storytelling. You should show rather than say.
Hmm.
But then don't show me better movies that I could be watching than this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. What they could have done is done something completely and entirely amazing and original. Like if you want to really kick off the 100th anniversary of something, you don't you don't do a callback to literally everything you've done for the 100 years. You do something new, you do amazing, you do absolutely, like a critic can't even find a single flaw in this kind of thing. Like something that everybody loves because the music is phenomenal and the character building is phenomenal. And instead of just like half-assing everything, sorry for the swearing, but instead of doing that and just for the purpose of alluding to the past 100 years.
It's just it. I agree with everything you're saying, and the disappointing part was like there's so many good people in this, and
Yeah.
everyone
Oh,
that's in it, like it could have been a good movie. It just it felt forced. Every part of it felt forced.
yeah.
Um, like all of the conflict, all of the decision making was like, well, this isn't rational, and he's a villain. He's not going to be rational, but like there should be some rationale so that you can like say like, oh, this wasn't just the plot. Like there was a point A and a point B, and we're not just getting to it, but you can see the direction that they're trying to go.
Yeah.
and
Well,
and I didn't really get it
you win some, you lose some.
for sure. Um, I, if it comes on Disney Plus, watch it. I don't think you
Yeah.
need to go see it in the theater though.
I haven't gone to the theater since, well, I've gone maybe 4 times since COVID like initially hit. So I don't really go to the theater very often, and I don't know. I just that's that's so I in the culture since COVID, um the box office numbers have dropped drastically. They've dropped insanely. And it's because people aren't going to the movies anymore. Like I don't know. I don't know if it was like it broke the habit of going to the movies, or like maybe there just hasn't been anything that I'm like I need to go to the theater to see this. Like it's not something that I can't watch at home. And the 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 box office is so important to these movies, to these people, to these companies. And it's essentially useless now. Like the numbers are dropping not because the movies are bad, but because the people aren't going to the theater to see it, which is where they make their money.
They're also just pumping so much money into these movies, and like
Yeah.
it's not being effective.
Yeah.
Like if you look at like lower budget films, like Five Nights at Freddy, I think was like maybe 50 million,
Mhm.
which is high for Blumhouse Pictures. Like it's on the higher end of their movies, and it's
Right.
financially successful.
Yeah.
Barbie was also a relatively cheap movie for what it was. Oppenheimer wasn't, but like it also Oppenheimer was, I think, like the biggest story of like if you make a good movie and you put out a good product, people are going to go see it, because it was a 3 hour long rated R movie that had an immense budget, and surpassed that budget, and it is a profitable movie at this point. And so, like, you're seeing like Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. A lot of that was so much visual effects, and they weren't that good. It was a rushed movie first. It feels like that, at least. The storyline didn't seem fully fleshed out, and people reacted to that. And now you're seeing movies that were supposed to come out are getting delayed. And so, like, The Marvels was supposed to come out in July, didn't come out
Mhm.
until very recently. Was it a great movie either? No, but it was fun. The visuals weren't like hard to look at, and I
Yeah.
don't think it was reshot. I don't know if it was reshot. I don't know if that was done with it, but like it seemed like the time was taken to make sure it was a good movie and released when it was ready. And I think one thing that like really hurts movie companies nowadays is they're being like, look, this movie's coming out in 2025. Like that's I'm setting a hard deadline of when that's coming out. And like Marvel's the biggest offender of that. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, you're setting that hard date, you realize you're gonna have to stick to that or you're gonna face backlash.
Yeah.
And so now you might not have a script written, you might have not anything attached to you, and just like we've greenlit this movie and we're gonna try and make it before then. You set yourself such a deadline that everything is going to be rushed because then you have to meet that deadline. If you
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
announce like, hey guys, we're making a Fantastic Four movie, just because that's the next big thing that people want, but don't really say when it comes out, yeah, you're not going to build the hype that you want. You're not going to build the excitement of, ooh, I can't wait. But then that allows you to take as much time as you need to make that movie good.
Yeah.
I mean, they've already had 3 years to try and find the cast, and we've gotten one possible confirmation.
Right.
But like they've had two different directors at this point. I don't know if they've done anything else with the movie. And with the strikes and everything happening, it put things back even further. And so
Yeah.
that's why you have Deadpool 3 being like the only movie coming out for Marvel next year.
Yeah.
And so I just fully believe that like studios need to stop shortchanging themselves.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if
They're doing it to themselves and then blaming the viewers. And it's just like, come on.
nobody wants to come to the theater anymore. I don't want to spend $10 to watch a movie that you're just gonna put online in 30 days
Right. Yeah.
that
I
you
can
didn't
wait an
even
extra
care
month.
about.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. It's like, I love streaming platforms, and there's pros and cons to streaming platforms, and we're figuring those out as we go. Um, but like that's one of the biggest reasons I don't go to the theater. I'm already paying $15, $20, depending on the streaming service. Why would I pay another $20 to get the ticket and popcorn? Why would I spend an exorbitant amount of money on top of the money I'm already spending monthly, when I could just wait an extra month at home, not remember that it's coming out, and then be like, oh, happy surprise, it's my birthday, basically. Like I get a movie and I can watch it at home. Like I don't know. I think that they want a lot of things, and they're just expecting too much.
The biggest thing is that you have people like me that are willing to go to the theater and sit there and do all of that and just watch the movie as soon as possible because I really want to see it.
Yeah.
I really want to see that vision immortalized on the screen. It's not because it's a bigger screen, but like I just want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And so like when there were day and date releases, when you had the choice between the two, most of the time I stayed home. I went to the theaters to go see the Suicide Squad because I wanted to show James Gunn support.
Mm-hmm.
But like I didn't go for Turning Red or Luca or like I don't think either of those movies were released in theaters, but like it wasn't like things it for me nowadays it's movies that I want to go see. Now today was a specific circumstance where I wanted to go to the movies with someone, and so I just found a movie that I thought was worth watching.
Yeah.
The only reason I didn't go see the Trolls movie is I haven't seen any of the others, and I didn't know if I'd be confused by the plot.
You would be.
But it's all over my For You page, and it seems very entertaining. So
Th-
I kind of might go see it anyways.
So the first movie, spot on. I loved that movie. Everything was good about it. Don't watch the TV series. Do not skip it entirely. Never even look its direction. So the first movie, really great. TV series goes back on character development. That's why I don't recommend it. Second movie, World Tour, really good. McElroy brothers voiced several characters in it, just so you're aware. And then I haven't seen the third movie, obviously. It's very new, and I don't go to the movies. So it's good, though, from what I've heard. And from what I'm seeing, is it out yet?
It is out.
Okay, yeah. I was like, I know I've heard good things about it. And the from what I'm seeing, like just the clips and stuff, it looks just as good as the others. So I would recommend them.
I'll tell you what, this is one movie that I'm definitely gonna go see in the theater, just because it's one of those things of like, I need to just know what this is.
Yeah.
And I bought a popcorn tin for it today, like one of the metallic ones.
Yeah.
Wonka. I need to go see what it is.
I I'm not sold on the actor choice for Willy Wonka. I am sold on the movie's premise, and I think it's going to be really enjoyable, and wacky and zany, which is what it should be, and I like that.
As long as this isn't going to be that Timothy Chalamet turns into Gene Wilder, that's fine. If this is just like its own separate universe, then he
Yeah,
turns into like his
yeah,
own version of Willy Wonka with Charlie and everything, that's fine. If this is supposed to be a direct prequel, honestly, for either one of them, it probably makes a little bit more sense for the Tim Burton one, but not a whole bunch. I'm
yeah.
just I
I
want to see Hugh Grant as a Oompa Loompa so badly.
Um, I if it was, I don't know if it is a Gene Wilder prequel. I hope it's not as well. If they did make a Gene Wilder prequel, it would have Jeremy Allen White
Jeremy
as
Allen White, yes, of course.
Willy Wonka, 100%. He would have been perfect. But
If you
I
took a
hope
picture of Jeremy Allen White, made it black and white, and told me it was a young picture
Gene
of
Wilder,
I'd
I believe,
believe.
yeah, I'd believe you 100%. He's basically Gene Wilder reincarnated, more or less.
For sure.
No, I want to see it because it seems fun. Hugh Grant looks hilarious. Not looks, but like his acting looks hilarious in the trailer. So I would quite like to see it as well. I don't know about theater. Again, I'm not really a theater guy anymore. Like I never was to begin with. I liked going to the theater. I liked um the big screen. I liked the noise. It was a good dopamine sensory thing for me. But like now that like haven't gone in a while, I just have no desire to go back um and spend money to sit in a giant dark room with a bunch of gross sneezy people, inconsiderate people. There's a lot of mean people at the theaters. That's one of the biggest reasons I think I don't like interacting with people. I'd rather stay home. I have a 65-inch screen TV, so like I'm pretty happy with that.
I've seen 17 movies in the theater this year.
That's a lot of movies.
Yeah.
I haven't gone to the theater once this year, I don't think.
I'm up to 54 movies so far this year.
Like total. Wow.
Yeah, I think the last time we talked I was at 10 less than that. And
Yeah.
it's been 2 weeks since I gave that update, and I was going to try to watch 2 movies every day.
Did
And so
you
I'm
Sorry, go ahead. Continue.
I'm I'm behind
That's
immensely.
Have you watched the Monk movie yet?
I haven't. That's on my list of ones I'm going to watch. I also really kind of want to watch Muppets Treasure Island. I don't know why. Like that's just like one I want to rewatch here.
Yeah.
Um, and then another a friend of mine the other day texted me that they want me to watch a movie called Nefarious.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure what it's about. They seem to imply there's something, there's like a religious tone to the movie, and so I'm gonna probably check that out at some point.
Okay. I'm looking it up. I kind of want to see. Oh, interesting.
Let me look it up too.
It's an R-rated film. Wow. On the day of his scheduled execution, a convicted serial killer gets a psychiatric evaluation during which he claims he is a demon. And further claims that before their time is over, the psychiatrist will commit 3 murders of his own. Actually, it does sound kind of interesting.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
33% on Rotten Tomato, but that just means there's only 33% of positive reviews.
Right. But that's also critics. Is that audience or is that critics?
I'm sure that's critics.
Critics can suck sometimes.
The metric for it is weird. Yeah, so the critics consensus is Nefarious is well melted and boasts some solid performances, but it's hard to look past the story's heavy-handed proselytizing.
Okay.
He's got a 96% on the audience score though. So
Oh yeah. See, that means it's. See, I tend to go by the audience score, but even then, I tend to make my own opinions about movies before refusing to see them.
right. It seems like most people are just upset that it's religious and that it fully just is that. But hey,
Okay. Some movies are religious.
Sorry, the demon movie is religious for you. Some people just don't put effort into their reviews sometimes, and they just can't think of anything clever to say.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that. Speaking of clever.
Clever? That's right, everyone. It's time for this week's Clever Boy quiz. Matt, are you ready?
No.
Sounds good. Let's do this.
Cool.
This week's quiz is Have a holly jolly Quizmas. It's the best time of the...
No. You should have named it I'll be home for Quizmas. Because you know what's her name? Saying it like that.
I don't know who you're talking about.
You are not in the memes. You're not in the meme lore. You're not seeped in, man.
Do you ever have a dream and if you ever and
I think it was Camilla Cabello. I don't know how to say her name. Camilla Cabello. That's right, I think. I think she said it, and she said instead of Christmas, she was like Quizmas. Like she tried to say it all funny, and everybody made fun of her because it sounded like Quiznos. But anyway, you can continue. I liked your thing. I just thought mine was better. It's fine.
No, when we're judging other people, Matt, I have a question for you. Where were you on January 6th?
I don't know.
You have a very my body, my choice on the vaccine looking outfit on today, and I just need to know where you were.
Look, it's my lucky hat. No, so today was my first day back at work because I had COVID again. So it's my first day back at work, and I set my alarm for 5:15. My dryer broke last night at 11 o'clock, so that was great. So I was up until about 1 trying to fiddle with that, and I had to wake up at 5:15. But apparently I slept through that one and woke up at my 5:50 alarm, so I didn't have time to shower. So that's why I'm wearing this hat. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Let's go to the quiz.
You should invest in dry shampoo for when that happens.
You are so right.
Yeah, this week's quiz is a simple one. I'm going to give you the lyrics to a Christmas song. You then have to finish the lyrics.
Ooh, okay.
I will have one help for each song, where I give you the title and artist that sang it.
Let's see how this goes.
Very simple quiz. You should be able to do fine on it. You like Christmas music, right, Matt?
I like popular Christmas music, but I have a feeling that you are not going to go in the popular Christmas music realm.
Do you know what my favorite Christmas music is?
I know you like
That's
a lot.
right. The music that you can find on the Garlic Boys Christmas playlist, which you can find linked in the description below. And it's not just Matt and I's great favorite Christmas songs from last year. Check out that episode if you haven't already. But it also has some fun Christmas songs added by others from the Garlic Boy production family, including Mug of After Like Raptor and Jackie from over on TGB One Shots. So go ahead and check out that playlist and let us know if you like listening to it.
Solid.
Matt, you ready for the first question?
I am so ready.
By the way, hashtag natty plug. So your first song, Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year.
I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer.
Now, one rule that I did set for myself is I'm going to let you be at least 1 to 2 words off. Give you a little bit of grace there. And so because of that, you are correct.
Oh, was I wrong?
Yes. According to the Michael Bublé lyrics, it's now I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer.
Because I didn't say now?
Well, you're not wrong. I'm giving it to you.
I know. But you're okay. That's fine.
Dude, it's the first question. How are you already mad at me? And you got the point.
It's fine. It's fine.
Song number 2. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow.
Oh. There'll be tales of old glories and scary ghost stories from Christmases long, long ago. Final answer.
You're really testing my generosity today, Matt.
What?
There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago.
Oh, so I flipped them.
Right. You technically gave me all the lyrics.
But I flipped them.
And see now why you're testing my generosity today?
That's understandable. In my opinion, it would be incorrect because I didn't give you the song lyrics. I gave you a out of order song lyrics, which wouldn't be correct. Like if I was reading that on lyrics.com, it would not be right.
Alrighty, you don't get the point there.
Just in all fairness,
And by the way, that song is "It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year" by Andy Williams.
Okay.
Number 3. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet, jingle around the clock.
Jingle around the clock. Oh yeah, I don't know this. I know it's mix and a mingle, and then after that, it's just the Fall Out Boy song, down and an
Around.
I know the words. I know the words because I learned them. I never learned the words to this one. They're just a jumble of letters. So that's all I got is a mix and a mingle.
Matt, what is a word but just a mingle of letters?
Huh?
Mix and a mingle in the jingling feet. That's the Jingle Bell Rock.
All right. That's fair. That's fair. I don't deserve that one at all.
There was no argument. You didn't give me the full lyrics.
Yeah. Well, I guess it depends on what you mean by full lyrics, because if you wanted just the next couple words after that, then I had those. But if you wanted the whole song after that, then obviously.
I looked up the stanzas online.
I didn't know there were stanzas. I thought it was just words, you know. Next question, please, Regis. Thank you.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know.
Where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Final answer. What?
I'm giving you the point on that one.
Dang straight, because that's the lyrics. What do you mean?
Where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Oh, the snow.
Oh. Okay, I appreciate you giving me that one. Because it depends on the version you're listening to.
Of course, I was listening to The White Christmas by Michael Bublé.
Okay, well, that's by Michael Bublé, but the one I was singing in my head was not by Michael Bublé.
Who was it by?
I don't know. It's the other guy.
Uh-huh. What's his name?
Bing Charles.
Nope. He's a brother named Sidney.
I don't know.
Crosby, and they're not actually
Bing
brothers.
Crosby. So I had Bing right. Just I see. All right. Next one.
You thought Bing was the part that you weren't sure on?
I didn't know what I wasn't sure on any part, if I'm being 100% honest. I just said a name.
But it would be wild for you to guess Bing and that be the part that wasn't right. Like, if you were going to guess Bing, you should be 100% on Bing. Because who else is named Bing besides the search engine?
Chandler. Ooh, too soon. Still.
Oh, come on, man.
That's the second joke I've made since his passing. I'm sorry. Next,
put that on the tally. Number 6? No. Number 5. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There's just one thing I need, and I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I don't need a place to hang my stocking there upon the fireplace.
can you reread them, please? Sorry, I was trying to sing it in my head as you said it, but it's so hard when you have no structure.
I can't sing it. That's the problem.
I know. Yeah.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need, and I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I don't need to hang my stocking there upon the fireplace.
Because Santa, he won't make me happy with the toy on Christmas Day. Yeah, that sounds right. Final answer.
Santa Claus won't make me happy with a toy on Christmas Day.
Okay. I will say that 100% does depend on the version, because I know there's Santa, he won't make me happy.
Not in the Mariah Carey version, but you're still getting that point.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I told you can get 1 to 2 words wrong.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
You might be thinking of a different part of the song.
That's true too.
That's why I'm giving you as much of that like section as possible to let you know what part I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Again, I literally took the stanzas as they were written on the the lyrics sheet when I looked it up. But of course, that was All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey.
Good.
Number 6. Then I saw Mommy tickle Santa Claus, tickle tickle Santa Claus, underneath his beard so snowy white.
I don't know this song. I know what it is. I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus. I hope. I don't think I've ever actually listened to like the lyrics of this song. I don't think I can give you an answer at all. Don't they say like why oh why did you do this tonight? I don't know. Final answer.
Why, oh, why would you do this tonight? Don't you know there's several other nights you could have made out with Santa Claus? Why did it have to be tonight, Mommy? Mommy! Why
Why-
tonight?
Yes, that's exactly what the kid was trying to say, but nobody would listen.
Matt, I'm sorry to tell you, but your answer is incorrect.
No, really?
I don't know if you could tell by the sarcasm in my voice. The actual answer is, oh, what a laugh it would have been. What a laugh it would have been if Daddy had only seen Mommy kissing Santa Claus last night.
Okay, I proves I just have to listen to the words because I didn't know those were the words.
And that was I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus by the Jackson 5.
Yeah, I knew the song and who it was by. Do I know a single word from the song? No, I don't.
You gotta think about it. All right, number 7. Oh, by the way, since we're in the back half, we're starting to get a little harder now.
I see that. Yes, thank you.
I scaled this one for you because I figured there's some well-known Christmas songs, but there's some that aren't.
Uh-huh.
Number 7. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright.
Westward leading, still proceeding. Oh no.
Star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to
Mother trucker. Guide us. Mother. Hey, you're okay? Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I scared my dog. Because I was slapping myself. Guide us through. No. Guide us to westward leading, still proceeding. Guide us with. I don't know. Guide us to the holy site. It's not right. I'm aware, but I can't tell you what it actually is.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Westward leading, still proceeding. Guide us to thy perfect light.
Perfect light. Boo. That's
This
fair.
is-
I thought I knew that one and then I didn't.
It's We Three Kings of Orient Are by Mario Lanza.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the 3 wise men coming to see Jesus. The star was guiding them there. And so he's the perfect light.
Yep. He's like the perfect light, dude.
He's like the best one you can get.
Like if all of the lights were lined up next to each other, he would be the perfect one. You know,
It's
like
God's like sick, dude.
like he would be like if anything was like not perfect, he wouldn't be that one. You know, dude.
Like everything he is, I'm not.
Yeah, like I'm so like not perfect, but like his light is perfect, you know, like without flaw, dude. It's
Like
crazy.
straight up, he's everything.
Straight up, dude, straight up, bro.
No cap, bro.
No cap, bro. Straight up. Sheesh.
Now that's a man with ice in his veins.
You don't think that Jesus had ice in his veins, bro?
No, he
Come on,
didn't.
man.
He had wine, bro. Why do you think we drink it?
Yeah, man, like the wine was his blood, dude. You're so right, dude.
The ice in his veins was natty ice.
Oh no. No.
Man, I think I'm gonna go to hell.
We might. It's possible.
Man, I don't want to go to hell.
To be fair, I don't think most people do. I said most people. All right.
So that was incorrect.
Really?
Number 8. The choir of children sing their song. They practiced all year long.
Oh no. I don't even know this song at all. What's the? You said you had clues, like as to the as what the name of the song is?
Oh yeah, it's "Wonderful Christmas Time" by Paul McCartney.
We'll be having a wonderful Christmas time. Is that literally it? Hold on. Can you read the lyrics again, please?
The choir of children sing their song. They practiced all year long.
Oh, it's just the part where he's like, the choir of children sing their song. They practiced all year long. It is, but
And what are the next lyrics? Congratulations, you repeated all the information I've given you so far.
yes, but I did it with tune. All right. Well, not tune, but I did it with what the kind.
You did it and opened us up to many lawsuits. Yes, thank you.
Is it just like them saying ding dong, ding dong? That's it. Yeah, final answer. It's just ding dong.
How many times do you think they say ding dong?
Oh no! Is it actually? Don't it like overlaps, doesn't it? Let's go with like 5.
It's 8, but you still
Dang.
get the point.
Sweet.
The choir of children sing their song. They practiced all year long. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, dong, ding dong, ding dong.
Oh my goodness, I hate that song so much.
And then it goes into the ooh, ooh, doo, ooh.
I hate that song so much.
I love it. It's one of my top 12 Christmas songs.
I know. I hate it. I'm sorry.
Well, hey, here's a better one for you then, if you didn't enjoy that one. Number 9. They're singing "Deck the Halls," but it's not like Christmas at all.
It's not like Christmas at all. I remember when you were here and all the fun we had. Christmas on the that's there you go. That's get down. There you go. That's all the fun we had last
Final
year.
answer.
Yes, final answer.
Sorry, Matt. It's because I remember the font when you were here. So you get the point.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's one word, man. Killing
You
me.
know what you kind of look like now with the hat backwards is Luke from Gilmore Girls.
I did. Oh no, I do. I do.
It's not
Oh
a bad
no.
look. He was hot.
Yeah, no, he was pretty attractive.
Do you know he used to be a professional baseball player?
I did not know that.
Or at least like semi-professional. Like he was a baseball player for a long time.
Yeah,
And then like he got cast on Gilmore Girls, and it was like his first big role, and it ran for like 7 seasons.
that's crazy. You don't see him in much anymore.
No. Let's see why.
He dead.
No.
No, we not
No, he
dead.
not dead. Scott Patterson. Oh, that's not a flattering photo.
That's probably why everyone's handing out that photo for. Oh man.
See, it wasn't. It was he was in the highest minor league baseball team before the majors.
Okay.
He was originally selected for by the Atlanta Braves in the first round of the 1980 Major League Baseball secondary draft. He played his first pro season with the Class A Anderson Braves, and so like that's still minor league.
Yeah.
And then he joined the Yankees in '82, where he played on. He was placed in the Yankees Major League roster in '83.
Mm-hmm. He was
He never actually played Major League. He was just placed on the roster.
okay. He was in 3 of the Saw movies, Saw 4, 5, and 6, as a police officer or an agent of FBI. I don't know, some sort of agent. He was also just recently James Gordon in Batman Gotham by Gaslight.
He also played King Faraday in the Justice League Unlimited series.
Yes, he did. So he's been in a couple things. Just not much, which is disappointing because he was good in Gilmore
Mhm.
Girls. I enjoyed his character a bit. Yeah. Goodness. I'm dying here.
Was that a sneeze?
No, it was a cough. You got me laughing too hard. All right.
All right. Jinx. You and me, Dr. Pepper. Last one.
Okay.
Number 10.
Let's do it.
The world has got a smile today. The world has got a glow. There's no such thing as strangers when a stranger says hello. And everyone is family. We're having so much fun.
If I'm being 100% honest, I wasn't paying attention to you at all. But you'll see why in about 2 seconds. If you could please repeat if you could please repeat the lyrics for me.
For those of you at home, Matt just Venmoed me $3.50 for a Dr. Pepper.
Go get yourself something nice.
The world has got a smile today. The world has got a glow. There's no such thing as strangers when a stranger says hello. And everyone is family. We're having so much fun.
Can I get the name and possibly singer?
Yes, that is Only One More Sleep Till Christmas by Kermit.
Um is that the one where he literally is like, yeah, it's like the only one more sleep till Christmas. Like that one where he goes Christmas.
It's a season to be hung and jolly.
Yeah. I hate that song. No, I'm sorry. I don't know the lyrics. So read just the last line that you read to me, please.
And everyone is family. We're having so much fun.
And God bless us, everyone. Final answer.
Matt, that is incorrect.
What? Oh man, I tried so hard for that one. I tried so hard.
You didn't try hard enough
Ugh.
because, Matt, I told you what the lyrics were.
You
The world
did.
has got a smile today. The world has got a glow. There's no such thing as strangers when a stranger says hello. And everyone is family, and we're having so much fun. After all, there's only one more sleep till Christmas.
That doesn't even rhyme.
After all, there's only one more sleep till Christmas.
Does that rhyme with fun? I don't think so. So trick question, null and void. Thank you. Bonus question, please.
That's not what the question was, but I will give you that bonus question. Because Matt, you are all tied up.
Oh wow. I'm getting tied up more and more often. I don't like it.
I make the quizzes too easy for you and you get tied up. I make them too hard for you and you cry that you have to get punished.
I would rather be one way or the other. Absolutely smoking your quiz or absolutely just getting demolished.
Well, obviously, I'm never going to make it so that you're actually absolutely smoking my quiz.
Right. But there's been a couple quizzes where I just knew more than you thought I did.
Right, because you still surprise me, which makes our relationship fun.
Yeah.
Number 11, your bonus question.
Yep.
As tradition states, the bonus question breaks the mold for how we've been asking you questions, but still
Yes.
relates to the main topic. Reportedly, one of the first known Christmas hymns is Jesus Revolucit Omnium, written by Saint Hilary of Poitiers in the 4th century. What does this title translate to in English?
I hate him so much.
Let me double check on that pronunciation real quick.
Uh-huh.
Okay, it won't play it for me. This is bull crap.
I can look it up if you'd like.
No, I'm just going to go on Google Translate.
I'm surprised you didn't do Christmas shoes question. Is that what it's called?
Because I want to be sad? Refusit omnium. Refusit omnium. Jesus refusit omnium. What does that mean in English?
It means, so going by the roots and what we use in English quite often are Latin roots. So if I go by what the words sound like, we're gonna go Jesus. Jesus is, you know, a pretty obvious one there. Refusit, refuse maybe. Jesus refuses. And omnium, see, that sounds to me like omnipresent or omniscient, and the other omnis we use to describe God / Jesus. God, because Jesus is refusing godhood, which is what I'm gonna go with for my answer. Jesus is refusing godhood. Jesus came down and, you know, he's going to sacrifice himself. That Jesus refuses omniscient his godhood. Final answer.
Matt, not only is that answer heretical, it's also wrong.
I don't think it's heretical. I think it's pretty accurate to what Jesus did when he was born.
No, because Jesus was always fully man and fully God. He never gave up any of his godhood.
We can agree to disagree.
Sorry, do I have to go get my degree and then we can see if we agree to disagree?
Oh, look at that. Why can't I do that? Come on.
Is it doing it again?
Do you not see it? I guess you're looking at me most of the time, and I'm looking at you. See, what the heck?
Is this
Do you
an
not see
Apple
my
thing?
Ooh, maybe it's because I'm using Maybe it's because I'm using a background. That's possible. So if I do none,
I think it might be just a MacBook thing.
it's got to be because it's not doing it for me. Sorry. We can continue with what the actual answer is.
Oh, the actual answer is Jesus, light of all the nations.
That's not even remotely true. I told you what the answer was, and that doesn't
No,
even
Matt, because
what kind of root words are those? That doesn't make any sense.
Matt, when you took the root word for omni,
Mhm.
The root word is not a longer word. It's the prefix of omni, which means all.
Right. All present, which means
All
all
present,
God,
all knowing,
all godhood.
all seeing. So that's very wrong.
Uh-huh. We'll go
Which
with your
means-
answer. It's fine. We'll be wrong.
Oh yeah, it's crazy that we would go with the right answer.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, no new title for you today, but you do still get to be
7 and 6, baby. Well, 6 and
19
7.
clever drummers drumming.
Yeah, that's me.
And only 3 more losses until your next punishment.
Oh no.
But you know what's not a punishment?
Talking with you.
Yes, but you know what else isn't a punishment?
What?
Having fun.
Yeah, and where can you have fun, Connor?
You can have fun at the partner of this show, Puzzle Room Pittsburgh.
Wow.
If you and your friends or family have been looking to do an escape room and unlock the thrill of adventure, come on over to Puzzle Room Pittsburgh. And you can use our podcast promo code that's exclusive to this podcast, Garlic Boy, to earn $5 off per person when you book with us online. Just put that Garlic Boy into the promo code field at checkout, and you can book one of their 3 amazing rooms, which are the Study, Seeking Sasquatch, and Escape the Undead. Use that code to get $5 off when you visit their website at www.puzzleroompittsburgh.com. Don't miss out on the ultimate escape and book now.
I'm gonna go do an escape room now. I will get out of this warehouse finally. It's been so long.
Oh, you're not allowed out of the warehouse.
But it's I
Sorry.
was gonna escape the room. That's what we're supposed to.
Unfortunately, that's not allowed.
Who says?
God.
God. Now who's being a little sacrilegious, huh? Heretical.
I never said sacrilegious. I did say heretical. Matt, do you have a topic for this week?
No. So let's wing it. So No, I really don't. Do you?
Not really.
You were hoping that I would. So
Kinda.
I was at work today. Okay. I was at work and two things went very, very wrong.
Okay.
First of all, my coworker was there. He usually works night shift. This time he was on day shift. This guy is the biggest that you could ever possibly meet. And so normally when we're totally not sitting at work playing video games, for the record, we're not playing video games. Usually we just enjoy the weekend not playing video games. But this guy was here, which means we really couldn't play video games. You catching my drift? We just kind of
He's a narc.
he's a narc, yeah, a little bit. So it was very frustrating and it was very boring, especially since Mia finally got me for Christmas, but it was an early Christmas gift. The new Spider-Man game, Spider-Man 2, that I've been dying to play. I brought my entire PlayStation. I didn't bring my entire PlayStation 5 in just so I could not play this game.
Your Honor.
Just so I could not play this game at work, and he just had to be there. So that was strike number one. Strike
Is
number
it more
two.
fun if I hold the mic like this?
See, I thought about that too, but I ran out of cord. So
I could sit on the love seat behind me, but my headphone cord isn't long enough.
and you would be very far away from me. I wouldn't be able to make out every single detail about that beautiful nose of yours. Anyway, so they were also moving something absolutely ginormous into the mine today. I don't know what it is. It was just a big box, like massive box, like shipping container box large. And they just were moving it in, just wheeling it in. So that was a disaster. We had to close down the entire entrance to the mine today. But they did it. They got it through, and we didn't play video games the entire shift. I did pull out my Switch for a little bit, and play Zelda to try and finish that up. I finally have the Master Sword and everything else. And by the way, I was incorrect. The fifth stage is in the Underdark.
I knew it was because I've been all over Kakariko Town or wherever you told me to go, and there's nothing there.
You go to Kakariko to start the thing. There's the rings, the floating rings, and you have to go up into the rings, read a plaque, and then come back down, blah, blah, blah. And then they send you into the Underdark or the underground, underneath, whatever it's called. And then you go through some lovely missions. But I have like 400 of those light bloom seeds because I just collect them every time I see them. So I'm never without light. It's great.
I also have a ton of them. Have you figured out where to turn into your wisps yet?
Yeah, I have.
That took me forever.
Well, you can actually do it in the tower.
You go see Robbie.
Yeah, you can do it there, or there's a place in the Underdark as well that you can do it. You have to do the quest of the eyes.
This is the demon stone thing, but yeah, it's right there in Robbie's office.
Yeah. A lot of fun stuff.
I'm trying to remember what the stupid thing is called. Oh, the garlic spotlight. I have something for that.
Yeah. My favorite part. I'm so glad you finally have something again.
I'm never calling it that.
You should.
I'm really never going to.
Connor, someday you'll find it in you. Someday you'll find it in you to call it what it's called, which is the G spot.
Well, it's called the garlic spotlight. You call it that other term for short.
Yeah. It's more pleasant. The term.
I need you to stop talking.
I'm sorry. So yes, continue. I'll
promise. So my spotlight for this week is another D&D podcast. This one is called Rock and Roll for Initiative. This is a D&D podcast, I believe. As this episode that we're recording right now, as I'm talking to you, this live interaction that we're having. Hi, did you remember to put the dishes away, Jess? She's not going to listen. But the conversation we're having as we're talking, the 5th episode of that podcast just came out. It releases every other week on Wednesdays. This is one of my friends that I know, and they have started this podcast with some of their friends that they've been with for a long time. And they are a band from Gary, Indiana called Breaking Wind.
Oh, Lord.
And they're just a rock and roll band of a bunch of guys who never quite made it, but like they're still pretty good at what they do. And they find themselves in another world after visiting a strange Denny's in the outskirts of Gary, Indiana. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of good musical puns and feel just like if you're into music and you're into D&D, you're really going to enjoy this, especially if you're into rock music. It's good classic rock references, things like that. And it's just it's entertaining and fun to listen to.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. I don't highly recommend advertising for other podcasts that do the same thing that we do, but I get it because they're your friends, so I'll allow it.
They also shouted us out on another episode, Matt, so if you don't want to be too snippy with them.
No, I know they shouted us out, and I very much appreciate it. I plan on listening to their stuff because I've heard great things from you, and as long as they're listening to our stuff, that's all that matters.
Which they are. They're very much enjoying it. But yeah, that's everything I have prepared for this week.
Same. Oh, My Hero Academia, the whole point of my background. I don't have anything to talk about, but I just wanted to say I like My Hero Academia.
Is that your spotlight for this week?
It's not. No. It's not a G spot. It is just. I was watching it again today. I was like 3 seasons behind, and I just really it deserves its own little. It deserves its own little light. You know, I like it. I like it a lot. It's a good show.
Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of The Garlic Boys. If you'd like to hear more from us, please go over to Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Search us, follow us, give us a like, do everything you can to spread the word with your friends. If you really do like us, go ahead and go on over to patreon.com/@thegarlicboys and support us there. We have a $3 membership where you can just do general support to us and let us know that you really like what we're doing and want to help us continue going. Or you can do the $10 a month tier, where you can get exclusive content such as extras from this show, extra shows that we have recorded and put up there, and including part 2 to our favorite Pokemon list. And I highly recommend checking that out if you're a fan of Pokemon, because there might be more from that series coming soon. You don't want to miss that. As well, if you want to support us by buying merch, you can head on over to our Redbubble store and buy merch from there. There are many different designs and a few more coming up, and we might I believe there's still some discounts going on Redbubble for the holiday season, so head on over there and do that. And finally, head on over to youtube.com/@thegarlicboys for video versions of this podcast. You can look and see how well I've upgraded my camera and microphone and just my entire setup to make sure we are releasing better content for you. Matt, it's time for this week's supplementary mom report. Have you finished Googling the mom's name yet?
I was not Googling the mom's name. I was Googling because we got a new. Didn't we get a new?
Technically, no.
Oh, did they just like re-up it or something like that, or like restart it?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Thank you. It was Jess, I believe. So thank you, Jess, for restarting your payments. I appreciate it. You know, I appreciate it. I got the email and it put a smile on my face. I don't know if you're a mom, but that's my supplementary mom report. Thank you.
She is a mom, and she's a very, very good mom. She's a very good friend. I know her personally.
Okay.
Uh,
Nothing. You got nothing.
you know, I thought I was gonna come up with something, and
It's okay. I'll replace your non-answer with Deku's mom, because Midoriya's mom is a really sweet lady, and she supported him even though he didn't have a quirk at the beginning. Great mom.
I've seen the first episode of the abridged version of that show.
It's
That's it.
man, I know you're not a big anime guy. It's a phenomenal friggin' show. Like, there's obviously filler episodes that it's tough to get through sometimes. But like, it's just superheroes. It's superhero kids. It's like Sky High, but anime and better. Because Sky High was a terrible movie.
You shut your mouth.
All right, thanks for listening.
I'm
to the
counting
show.
that as your final thoughts for this week. You don't get to say anything else. All right, everyone, remember to stay garlicky.
Hey, garlicky, baby.
You put some respect on Will Stronghold's name. Don't you dare say that about him again. Sidekick.